Well, I can't factor those into a judgment that's standing. The judgment's been entered. You weren't here to give me those facts to the extent that they'd be relevant. You weren't here to do that. I entered the judgment. Now you're asking that I set aside the judgment and stay the writ. You haven't given me a basis to do either.
Hallway, and there was, I don't know if he wanted to talk to me.
Yeah. You want to set the table?
Yeah, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead, sir. You can come to the podium.
Oh, okay.
You filed a motion to set aside the judgment and stay the eviction.
Oh yeah, Your Honor. I just came here to see if today if it's a way to get the amount owed lowered the amount that I owe, and then if they
Have you
don't,
talked to the landlord?
it's it's as soon as I moved in, the attitude with Mr. Murad changes dramatically, and there's been like a huge amount of stress like living there because we literally live under the same roof. He lives in a little studio apartment connected to the house that and there's always lots of insults and just meandering conversations about how he's going to shoot his relatives and how he's glad certain ones are dead and non-stop like that. And so I haven't been talking to him. So that's why I was here today to talk about the stress about living there. And then I am trying to find a way out of there.
Pardon?
I am trying to find a way out of there. My daughter is in her senior year. So my initial plan was just to try to get her to graduation in like the end of May. But
Well, I can't order that, sir. I mean, they got a default judgment in January 16th, because nobody appeared.
oh yeah,
Granted them a judgment. And then the total amount of that judgment was 5881. And I don't think anything's been paid.
oh yeah, a large portion of that was rent that he was having my mom not pay, and
Having what?
my mom lived there, and then there was another roommate for a while, and then there was a lot of trouble with one roommate, so now he's not there. But my mom wouldn't pay, and then she would pay, and it was like Mr. Muirhead like getting in between the tenants there and stuff like that. So I was making payments to Muirhead until I think December 1st when he gave me the eviction notice. But at that point, most of the money that he said I owed was money that he allowed my mom to not pay, and then her things were there, her car was there. I wasn't able to find someone to rent that room. I started to ask family friends if they wanted to rent, but then her stuff was there until like the middle of September.
So you say you don't owe this money?
I'm saying I was hoping to get it lowered because there was no notice when it was the end of June, and all of a sudden he said that Mr. Muirhead said I owed for the entire month of June, and I've been paying half. There was no notice. He just changed the amount that I owed because my mom had been paying half and I've been paying half.
Okay, then I'll bite. Where'd your mother go?
I didn't actually know she was gone. I don't know. She was at Mr. Muirhead's place for a little bit, and then I think she was visiting my sisters and took a vacation, and then just decided she didn't want to pay. And my mom doesn't behave like that. It's like Mr. Murad always seems to get in between his tenants.
Okay. So I still have a judgment for this amount. You haven't told me why you don't owe it.
Okay. Um,
You just say you want it lowered, and I can't just lower the judgment.
yeah. Okay. The there was like 900 in June of 2025 that wasn't that I thought I wouldn't have to owe because I had no notice that my mom wasn't going to pay it. And it seems like my mom and Mr. Murad just made deals to let her pay when she felt like it. And then so I got stuck with like a bigger end of the bill, but I had no advance notice, and they just told me, "Oh, by the way, you owe from 30 days
Let
ago."
me stop you. I don't, because I'm not following this whole triangle thing that's going on here, but the, how much do you think you owe?
Um, like December and January now into
Give me
February.
a dollar amount.
Oh, okay, 1800 for the 3 months.
A total of 1,800.
For the each month.
So 18 times 3,
Yeah.
which would be 24 plus 3, so 5,400.
Yeah.
Do you have 5,400?
And then, no, I do not.
Okay, so there's our problem. Because even with what you say you're owing, it's 5,400.
Yeah, I talked to the Hawk, and they said
If you
they
get
could
the
talk.
balance down to 3,000,
Yeah.
that they'd pay.
Yeah,
Have you done that?
not yet, no.
Then I'm not sure what you want me to do.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then there's no way to get it like lowered. That they would have to agree to that.
Get what lowered?
The amount like I could pay the 1800 for the 3 month.
Do you have it?
Um, if I can make payments. I tried to apply for a few jobs, but uh, it's taken a while to get a call back from one, and somebody beat me to another one.
Okay, so here's the deal. I issued a judgment back on the 16th of January for the amount that I told you, the 58. You filed a motion to stay the writ that looked like you had at least the amount to lower the judgment amount to 3,000. But you don't even have that
Let's see,
now.
to lower it from the which amount? The 50.
From the 58 to get it down to 3,000 so that Hawk would pay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to figure out what to do, and it's very difficult to talk to Mr. Muirhead. So I guess I just came here hoping for someone to fill me in on what exactly how this process goes.
Well, here's how this process works. I issued a judgment. They're going to file a writ if they haven't already. You want the writ, they filed the writ. So you want the writ stayed. You haven't paid anything on the judgment. They haven't received anything. There isn't a reason why I shouldn't sign the order of eviction.
Oh, okay.
And you've not given me a reason.
Oh, okay. The so even sorry I'm representing myself. The so even just like games he was playing really stressed my daughter out. She missed a lot of school at the beginning of September, and things like that aren't factored in. It's just
Well, I can't factor those into a judgment that's standing. The judgment's been entered. You weren't here to give me those facts to the extent that they'd be relevant. You weren't here to do that. I entered the judgment. Now you're asking that I set aside the judgment and stay the writ. You haven't given me a basis to do either.
oh, okay.
So I don't need a response from the plaintiff. The motion to set aside is denied. And the writ will issue.
Thank you.
The next Sunday. How are you guys?
Good.
Good? Okay. Let's see, where are we on their case?
Bear with me just a moment, Your Honor. I think I've got too many files today. I'll locate it. Nope, that's annoying. Well, let me try that another way.
All right, well, you look for that. You guys had your meeting with Hawk?
You want me to?
Yes, we did. They referred us to the Ann Arbor Housing Commission,
Oh, they referred to the Ann Arbor Housing Commission.
and we just got a phone call from them today. Before we stepped in.
Yeah.
Okay. It's progress. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
Okay, what they say?
I gotta call them back because I didn't want to call them while we were in here.
Pardon?
I gotta call them back because I didn't want to call them while we were in here.
Okay, so you gotta call them back today,
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
and they want you to do what? Just call them back and,
Send in verifications of our IDs and everything in the ledger.
okay, so you gotta send in, so basically the process that you go through with Hawk, but you're going
Yeah.
through with Ann Arbor Housing. Okay,
Connor, if I may, I had been in contact with Hawk as well today. And they did confirm that they had referred defendants to the Housing Commission. And that the Housing Commission does kind of have a similar process. Did they already submit their application then to the Housing Commission? And
I
that
don't think
process-
so. I think they had their appointment on the 9th. I don't think they were informed of the Ann Arbor Housing Commission. They just got a call before they came down, right?
Yeah.
Here, so they were gonna follow up on that. So they don't
I
have
wasn't
everything over there.
sure. I wasn't sure if the application had prompted the phone call or just the referral from Hawk had. So, so we're still in the very beginning stages of the Housing Commission assessing them for assistance. Is that
Right.
okay?
So here's what I'm gonna do. I know it's had a couple of, but I'll work with you. So I'm gonna adjourn it out another week. Okay. And, because what I was hoping by getting to this date that we would have something from
Yeah.
Hawk, but now you've been sent someplace else. So that's not anything that from what you guys are doing. So, so I'm gonna adjourn it out one more week. Get to Ann Arbor Housing Commission right away to get that process going. Okay. Now, have you been paying anything all along or no? How are you guys?
Not yet. We're
Our tax return should be hitting this week, so
Okay. All right.
hopefully.
No, I hear you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So the 20th at 1 PM. Okay, that'd be next year. Go get started on that Ann Arbor housing thing right away. All right, let's get that rolling. Okay, folks?
okay.
All right. Keep good spirits
All right.
and try to have a good weekend. All right.
Thank you.
All is not lost. Okay?
Sorry.
Good. And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
With costs, Your Honor, $4,873.19. Your Honor, I do note a payment of $350, which Ms. Harris had indicated at the last court date.
Last week.
So she did make that payment.
Yes.
All right.
I went to DHS. I'm waiting.
Hold on a second. You got to speak up.
I went to DHS. I'm waiting on a response from them. I just currently started another job. It's just been a lot.
Okay, you paid the $350, so you got some of that down, but. So you went for an SER.
Yes.
How many people are in your apartment?
It's just 2 adults.
Pardon?
2 adults.
2 adults. So here's part of the problem. The maximum amount you get on that would be $520. Okay. And just at this current number, that would bring you down to what, about, well, a little over 4, whatever it is, over 4. For Hawk to help you, you got to be down at 3.
I can do that.
So how are you gonna,
I pretty much will be giving them money orders every week because I get paid
Pardon?
weekly.
you get every week, you get paid? So by next week, how much are you gonna be able to pay?
Next week, I'll be able to give them at least 350, 400 on that. Because I do have other bills I have to pay as well, and I'm
No, I know, but I guess,
myself.
okay, so here's.
My other partner,
Ms. Harris, I'm just trying to figure out how we get you there. Okay,
yes,
okay, other than DHS, have you reached out to any resources?
I don't have any more.
Pardon?
I don't have any more.
Okay, but
Used to this process.
you haven't talked to, you tried DHS, I get it. Have you reached out to SOS or Hawk?
I didn't know about them.
You didn't know about them.
No, sir.
Here's what I'm gonna want you to do. Amy's here, but she's in. Did you didn't file the. Did you know you should have filed the rental assistance form with the court? Did somebody tell you that last week?
No.
Well, hold
Just
on a
went
second.
over our case.
No, she did. I know what you, okay, I see what you did. Okay, you did do it. You didn't use our form. She filed a copy of her whole application, which we probably won't keep in the file, but she did what. So that's gonna buy you another week. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to pay the 350 or thereabouts that you can this next time, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, here's the other thing. So I'm gonna adjourn your case out to the 20th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person again, okay? But now what I want you to do is I want you to go down to my clerk's office and let them know she's coming down. They're gonna put you into a room, so they'll put you on a computer. I'm gonna have you talk with our court liaison officer
Yes.
about resources that might be available to you.
Okay.
Okay, so that we can at least, if we can find a way, we can try to get that started.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough?
Yes,
Would that
sir.
work for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, so at least you know what's out there and available to you. You're welcome. All right, you go down there and they'll take care of you down there.
Yes.
All right? If nobody gets you into a room, you come back down here. I don't want you leaving the building. Okay. Northfield Estates versus Christopher Welke. Name?
Christopher Welke.
All right. And how much does plaintiff have owing on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Welke made a payment today. I believe it was for 200, but I'm going to double check to make sure I just did my math properly. Assuming that $200 payment is correct, and I believe that it is, the total with cost would be $2,129.29. And yes, that is a $200 payment made today.
How you gonna get this? How you thinking?
Well, I got money that's on its way. Like it's gonna be no problem to pay it off in full once that hits. But until then, I just gotta work with my unemployment every 2 weeks. I do want to know.
Okay, so, all right, I hear you. So when do you think the money's gonna come in for you?
I'm hoping before the end of this month.
Okay.
And then that's gonna put me, I'm gonna pay off this and on top until I'm back to work. It's taxes. I'm just waiting on my taxes.
So, okay, I just want to make sure I understand what your plan is. You'll be able to, if that comes in by the end of the month, you should be able to get this paid off.
This paid off and then a month ahead or 2 months ahead.
Oh, you're trying to get yourself. Oh,
Yeah, because
I got
be laid off till like March probably.
Okay, I got you. So here's what I'm gonna do, sir. For no tribal issue after a hearing in this matter, I'm gonna grant them a judgment that basically just at least freezes this amount at the 21, 29, 29, I think it is. And I'm going to extend your writ date out to the 27th, basically to the end of the month.
Okay.
Okay. And then that way, the object for you would be to get it.
Okay.
And then hopefully then you'll be good.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good. And I got a question. This paper right here that's in my packet, where do I turn that in at?
What is that for?
It says, please, it's just a form before the contact information amend for the court.
I mean, oh, okay. If you can turn that in up front at the front counter if you want to.
Okay.
Okay, that'll work. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sile Farms versus Derek Wanshawn. And Elizabeth Wanshawn. Writ issue in 10 days. Sile Farms versus Shannon Rousseau.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, sir. Your name?
Shannon Rousseau.
All right. And where were we on his case?
We are at $3,194.65, including the costs.
All right.
Okay,
What
my
happened?
intention, well, I hope to have had the money by now, but if I could pay January's, which would, I think, 22 something on Monday, I could pay it, then the current to pay the total 31 by the 26th, so an additional 10 days. You know, that would be, then I would,
So you
I would be
think
current
you
by
get
this.
everything paid by the 27th?
Correct.
You can?
Yes.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Finding no tribal issue after hearing in this matter, I'm gonna grant a judgment. That was 3194.65.
65 cents, that's correct.
All right, I'm gonna grant them a judgment for that amount, that total amount. All right. You would normally have to have this paid by the 23rd, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the writ date out to the 27th of February.
Thank you.
Okay, and so you get everything paid, you're all set? All right, thank you. Court calls the case of Sile Farms versus Eric Jackson. Hello,
Your Honor,
your name?
Eric Jackson.
All right. And what's the claim in this case?
This one, Your Honor, we are at $4,341.69.
All right. How are you getting this paid, Mr.
I
Jackson?
was relying on my tax.
Pardon?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now. I was waiting on my tax money, but it hasn't come in. I told him I'd have at least 200 by Friday today, and I don't. So I'm honestly just
You don't have it?
gonna ask if there was any way I could maybe get until like the 1st to move out.
Pardon?
I was gonna ask if there was any way I could get maybe until like the 1st to move out.
You want to move out by the 1st? Okay.
That's an option.
Well, here's what I'll do.
Your Honor, just so the court is aware, Mr. Jackson owns the manufactured home. So what is his intentions for the home?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with the home?
Probably just give it to the park.
Pardon?
Probably just give it to the park.
Give it to the park?
Yeah, or maybe try and list it for sale.
Well, I don't know that they do it that way quick.
He's gonna need to contact the lender, Your Honor.
Yeah.
may be an option for him to surrender it to the lender. I don't know specifically in his case, so he needs to talk to them about that. But he wouldn't be able to surrender it to SIO since there's a lien on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's what I'm gonna do, sir. Since there isn't a tribal issue for the court, I'm gonna grant a judgment to the plaintiff for possession in the total amount, redemption amount in the total amount paid for. I'll give you, because you're gonna have to go in and you're gonna have to talk to the landlord. I'll give you to the 27th in case there's a miracle. I'll give you to the end of the month to try to get that done.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
But I suggest that you talk to them, talk to your lender, and see what you can do about the home itself.
All right.
All right? Thank you, sir. Shiloh Farmers, this is Carol Stafford.
Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
And Tara Stafford, I guess. Hello. Your name?
Sarah Stafford.
All right. Let's see where we are in her case.
We
How much
submitted
is owing on her?
So, Your Honor, my understanding was that Ms. Stafford was maybe not in agreement with the dismissal. I'm not sure exactly.
I'm just wondering if that was because of the little pay thing on the internet. It didn't get the money in time because I paid it, and then this is why I'm still here, because I know I owe for February.
It was adjourned, Your Honor, to ensure that the payment cleared. Since it did
Right.
clear, we submitted a dismissal. Ms. Stafford has received a 7-day demand for the February charges, which may be sent over potentially after today for filing. I believe that the suit will be filed on
Got
Monday.
it. Okay. So that's right. We adjourned it out because you just had to wait for the check to clear. There was going to be a dismissal
Okay.
of the case. But then you probably received a notice for your February rent. And
Yeah.
so that can get a bit confusing, but okay.
Your Honor, my apologies. They were issued a 30-day non-payment demand, so
30 day.
7-day. So that being said, there is hearing date won't take place until, I don't know, sometime towards the end of next month, maybe not even into April. Your Honor, I would propose this if Ms. Stafford was open to this, that in lieu of
Filing a new case.
filed and incurring new costs, we could keep the case open and reach an agreement with respect to February. That would at least take care of February. If she fell behind
Yeah.
for March, then we'd be in a different position. But I'd be agreeable to that if Ms. Stafford is.
Yeah.
I think I was going to suggest that myself, because that way, if you can get an agreement, then you don't get additional court costs if they got to file again.
I was gonna say, because they already made it clear that they're not renewing my lease, so I have until April to move out anyway, but I don't plan on jumping ship on them, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't I do this? You're paid, she's paid through January, correct?
January.
Right?
That is correct. And Your Honor, give me just one moment. I can give you the exact dollar amount, as Patty did send me the updated ledger. So yes, paid through January. The current balance for February is $1955.60.
Got it.
All right, so when do you think you're gonna,
Oh, it's so complicated because my car decided that it needed a rack and pinion, but I want to get the rent paid by next Friday.
by the 20th?
Yeah.
Think you can do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna pray on it.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to get it paid early in the day by next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Stafford,
Yes, sir.
you're leaving the case open. We're gonna try to get this resolved for you, so you don't have added costs. Do you think you're gonna be able to do it by that day, or? I mean, do you get paid every week, or?
I get paid every week, but like I just said, my issue is my car is in the shop, so, and I'm.
What kind of
going
car
along.
is it?
That's a 2016 Fusion.
Ford?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have had
It
a
was my
problem
mom's
with it.
car. Yeah.
I'm a Ford guy.
But
Speed running.
They
I
want
don't know what you can do
$3,500
that
to
car.
fix the car, so.
No. Right. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. I could put it out to next week,
Okay,
but we're really trying to get February paid,
correct.
right? So if I put it out to the 27th, maybe over the objection of plaintiff, will that give you the sort of the room to make sure you can get it paid
Oh, absolutely.
by the 27th?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, what I would request under those circumstances, I know this scheme is a mutual benefit of both parties, but at the same time, if it's not paid before we come back on the 27th, I would request that a judgment enter with the writ date running from the 20th, since that's the date that Ms. Stafford has indicated she could pay. That would
I
put her
see what you're
March
saying.
2nd. So it would run 10 days from next Friday versus 10 days from the 27th.
You follow that?
No, I need that in English.
Okay, what that means is the time period would be shortened.
Okay, because it's not 31 days in the month.
Well, no, the time period would be shortened because I'm gonna go 2 weeks out instead of 1 week out to try to get you to,
Okay,
okay, but let me ask you this. You gotta get the rack and pinion fixed, you gotta get that done. How much do you think you can pay to them on the 20th? I mean, just trying to get your vehicle fixed, trying to do
least
that, what can you
1,500.
give them on the 20th?
at least 1,500.
So you can give them 1,500 on the 20th?
Yeah.
And still get your car done?
Mhm. You'd be surprised. I work crazy hours.
No, that's okay. I'm not surprised. I'm just want to make sure you're, all right.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm gonna do?
I promised you I would get it done the last time.
No,
right?
I'm not, you know
listen,
what?
I don't want to
I don't doubt you. I just want to make sure I have it right, okay? So I'm only gonna go 1 week out, get the 15 in,
Okay,
all right? And then I'll go from there,
okay.
okay?
All right.
So you're gonna get 15 in. I know that won't get it paid, but let's do that. And get that paid as early as you can before the 20th, if
Okay,
you can, or early on the 20th. So that'd be the 20th at what, 1 PM?
okay.
Okay, get that in.
Yep.
All right,
So,
take care. Hello,
Hi,
your name?
Kia Berry.
All right, where are we on this case?
Total with cost, Your Honor, $1,680.63.
All right, Sherry, how are you intending on getting this paid?
I can pay it all by the 20th.
You can pay it all off by the 20th?
Yes, I get paid on Wednesday, the next Wednesday.
18th.
Yeah, and I'll have the rest of it paid by the 20th.
I'm gonna grant her an adjournment to the 20th over the objection of plaintiff, 2026 at 1 PM. Get that paid. and
I sure will.
Dismissed.
Okay, I will.
Take care.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Spice Tree Apartments versus Jaquavius Carroll. Jaquavius Carroll, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $1,761. Costs are $169 for a total due of $1,930. And we'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested with issue in 10 days. Spice Tree versus Afaloshade Lawala. Lawal. And Andre Frazier. Thank you. Neither are present. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $200. Costs are $182 for a total due of $382. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days. And I suspect Your Honor will indicate that there will be no writ without a hearing in light of the.
That is correct. Judgment to the plaintiff that is by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ to issue in 10 days, no writ without a hearing. Spice Tree Apartments versus Kenyatta Patterson. Oh.
Afternoon,
Hello, sir. Your name?
Kenyatta Patterson.
All right. And how much do we have owing on this account?
With costs, Your Honor, $3,737.12.
Probably to around the end of the month, 27, 28. I should be able to get the entire.
Entire amount paid by the end of the month? All right, here's what I'm gonna do.
Your Honor, just one thing. Mr. Patterson had
Yeah.
indicated at the last court date that he was going to pay 500 before today. I'm not seeing that on the ledger. Did he drop off that payment?
No, I'm on unemployment right now, and I don't get a check until Tuesday. So I was planning on dropping 250 today and paying the other 250 on Tuesday, if that's
Okay, he did not pay it.
No, I did not pay it.
No, it's okay. It's all right. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Find no tribal issue after hearing in this matter. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession for that total amount of the 37,12. All right. And rather than having to have that paid by the 23rd, I'm gonna give you to the 27th, basically at the end of the month to get it paid.
I should definitely have it paid by the end.
All right, with a writ to the 27th. All right, give you those 4 days. Get it done.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you. You have a great weekend.
The courtroom goes silent. The judge doesn't need to shout because everyone understands what comes next. This isn't anger. This is control. And control is far more dangerous.
Where are we?
The balance including court costs of $1,206.
All right, and did you receive her answer?
I did. I don't know why it's not in my physical file, but I can pull it up on.
All right.
Your Honor, I submit a written answer along with documents as well, with proofs, pictures.
Oh, no, I saw it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just want to yell at me.
Oh, no, I don't. I wouldn't do that to you.
Your Honor, so the answer centers on a request for a reasonable accommodation. I just want to note for the court that the request packet I see as around page 15 of the document, which was filled out by Ms. Claiborne's provider. When asked, is this person disabled? It says no. And is the accommodation necessary to afford the resident equal opportunity to use and enjoy the housing facility? The answer is also no.
What page 15 are you referring to, if you don't mind me asking? Because it's only 13 pages.
Okay, it's page 6 on that. Section 504 request.
Well, I can definitely have her correct that because she might have done that by accident. She was skinny while we were reading while we were in the appointment. But she did provide a letterhead stating my diagnosis, and the diagnosis is, hand in hand with the section 504 request requirement.
All right.
I think that you're on. I think that when my client reviewed the letter, I think they need something that says that
Yes.
would allow her that it is a disability and it would allow Ms. Claiborne to enjoy the unit as a resident without a disability.
Got it.
However, my air
So-
ducts are filthy and I'm suffering every day. I wake up with
But
headaches,
ma'am,
snotty nose,
ma'am,
severe allergies.
they can't act on it unless the
Documents are correct.
right.
Yeah,
So you can get that corrected and get them. to them?
yes.
All right.
Yeah, she'll be willing to fix that.
How can you do that within the next week?
Yes, I could reach out to her. She is I got looked up on that appointment, but I could probably send it to the office and they could correct it. I probably wouldn't.
I'm just trying to figure out whether to put this out 1 or 2 weeks.
Well, another thing is I wanted to mention, if you don't mind, I have an appointment with SOS on March 3rd because I do want to get the payment in as
Right.
well.
So your appointment with them isn't until March 3rd.
Yes.
How much is their monthly rent?
My rent is 145 now.
Yep, 145.
So we would only go up about,
Right.
so if I put it up to the 6, that would allow her appointment, the documents to be done, and if whatever can be done, at least movement headed in that direction if I do it that way, I think.
Yes, and it's not only that, I spoke to the office manager. She said she's willing to change my carpet, and then along with the 7 service requests that I submitted that have not been taken care of, they did take care of 3 this week, but there is a hole in the wall that still needs to be repaired. There's closet doors in my basement that almost fell on my daughter, and I sent the service request about that. Like, I put all that in the documents.
Okay, but that, I'm just looking at timing and trying to get everything done. So what I'll do is I'll adjourn this March 6, 2025 at 12 noon. All right, and let's see where we are. You'll get that paperwork corrected. They'll keep working on repair issues and then the other.
So in the case that I do get the special accommodation paperwork corrected, will they be moving forward with getting the air duct cleaning done?
They should, but
My client is going to, comply with, proper reasonable accommodations, in accordance with, federal and state law. So if you also, did you have an email for our office?
I did, and nobody followed up. I also submitted the chain of. and nobody followed up.
okay, that's fine, ma'am. Look,
Yeah.
here's what's gonna happen. You're asking questions, get the paperwork corrected, and then let's see what they do.
Okay, so just save my questions for March 6th. Right.
Your what?
Save my questions for March 6th.
Well, I'm not saying save your questions, but you can certainly reach out to them, but to ask them what they're gonna do, they haven't seen the paperwork yet. They can't move until that's corrected.
Okay, I've tried to communicate with them through the office and through email, and they are not responding to me. So this is my first time hearing that I needed to correct it. So I will make sure to do that.
Ms. Claiborne, can you send that to Think and Think? Do you need my email address?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And you said March 6th at what time, Simpson? Mr. Simpson? Judge Simpson?
12 noon.
12 noon. Thank you. In person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Evergreen Apartments versus Kevin Sherman.
Not really, Your Honor. Billionaire.
Take care. Not here. Kevin Sherman. Should I take default?
Sorry.
Would you like to take a default?
Yes, please.
All right, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent possession is $1,324.52. Court costs are $172 for a total of $1,496.52. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days, which I have is after the 23rd of this month.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with a writ to issue in 10 days. Forrest Knoll versus Ashley Jones.
Hello.
All right. And where are we on her case?
Ms. Jones, I have a balance court cost of $5,513. I do have a note from my client that they have not received the amounts paid by DHHS.
And that's because they never responded to any of the emails from DHS. My son went into surgery on November 24th. I reached out to my job to get the help. And
Right.
they responded to Forrest Knowles about my address. They never responded back. So I had to call the rental office and get them to respond back
to DHS emails, which I finally just got an email yesterday or the day before saying that Forest Knoll finally sent the ledger over to them showing my address so they can submit the payment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So how much were they gonna send?
3503. And I paid 2,400, but I see that's taken off the balance.
That's already taken, your amount's taken off.
Yeah, and then
They were gonna pay
503.
3503.
but the 15 or the 5,013 would have been including my February's rent. So I paid I have a money order for 627 right now to take care of the balance that I owed.
Take care of the balance that you owe
That I owed for before February's rent.
before February's rent clicked in. And so,
Yes.
well, okay, so let me just get clear on this. Once that check comes from DHS and you pay the 6, you're clear through January. We're
Yep.
dealing with February,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's really where
Yeah.
we are. Okay. So how much is your monthly rent?
1382.
All right, so let me ask you this. How are you intending on getting your February rent paid?
I'll pay it by the end of the month of February.
By the 27th?
Yeah,
Okay, so let's do this then. So if I don't have to issue a judgment, I won't. But I'm going to adjourn this out to February 27th, 2026 at 3 p.m. for an in-person hearing.
okay,
If you have the money on that date that clears your February, get it paid to them before you get here,
okay,
okay?
okay,
And then hopefully that check will be there. You'll pay that amount. And then on that date, I can happily tell you that your case is dismissed.
okay,
All right?
all right.
You know what you gotta do?
Yeah.
All right, look, don't mess it up. No, I'm kidding. All right.
I will.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You have a great weekend. Court calls the case of Gulfside Lakes 1 and 2 versus Lakia Williams.
Excuse me.
Who's that?
Kevin Sherman.
Kevin Sherman. Why was he hugging on her?
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. No, none of my business. What?
Mr. Sherman's asking if we can recall his case, a default was entered.
I thought it was for 2. I never received the email.
Well, it was actually said at 1, but
Yeah,
It's one of the 5 that we read. If you show them. Said last name Sherman.
all right, hang on a second. Let me do this one I've got here. Lakia Williams, Karan Williams. Let's see.
Hi, Your Honor.
Oh, there she is.
Yes.
All right. Where are we with her case?
Your Honor, I have a balance to the court cost of $3,576.60. It's my understanding that defendants were hoping to receive a refund and substantial payment. I do see that $2,000 has been paid.
Had a balance of, including court costs, $1,496.52. How are you gonna get that paid, sir?
I'll have it all paid by next Friday.
By the 20th?
Yeah. And
I could let this.
I'll have
stand.
some for March too.
Pardon?
I said I'll have some for March too early.
But you'll have February all paid by next
February,
week.
yeah.
Okay,
too.
I'll
Take
give
care of by
that
next Friday.
back to you that you can hold on to. I'll adjourn this out to next week.
Thank you, Your Honor. And while Mr. Sherman is here, I do want to make a note that it sounds like their Shavana Tier Begum is also living in the unit and is not on the lease. And so that person is considered an unauthorized occupant. And so I think that's something that might need to get resolved. Or your landlord could take steps to enforce that or they could even terminate your tenancy.
Okay.
If it's So you can add someone to the lease.
You shouldn't have been knocking
You
on that.
usually add someone to the lease if they qualify and your balance is at 0, but I just want to let you know that. Okay, Your Honor, this is going to.
The 20th at time, 12 noon.
That'd be another in person.
That's another in-person here. All right, get it paid. If you have everything paid, then you don't need to be here, but you got to make sure everything's paid.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Sorry.
That's what I thought. I didn't think it was noon. 2 p.m.
This is the line defendants never want to hear. The judge is done explaining, done negotiating. One more mistake, and jail becomes inevitable. This courtroom doesn't offer second chances. This is the moment the courtroom changes. The judge stops being patient. This is no longer a warning. Every word now carries consequences. One wrong move, and freedom disappears.